Everybody wants to know, when do I buy silver? When do I buy gold? You are not alone. It's very confusing. And none of us, none of us, has a crystal ball or, for that matter, crystal balls. I'm going to tell you some really solid strategies you can use for purchasing silver. Plus, I have two, not one, but two keen insight, top secret tips that I got for buying, whether it's stocks, whether it's silver, whether it's gold, and selling. These were given to me from an executive at a large financial institution here in St. Louis, Missouri. These can help change your life. Let's get started right now. Well, guess what, Buttercup? None of us are perfect. Everybody, and I mean everybody, while we're going to focus on silver, this applies to stocks, any asset you may buy. Everybody has bought something and regretted it, or sold something and regretted it. Again, none of us have crystal balls. None of us are perfect. But there are some keen strategies we can apply to help minimize the level of risk we take when we're buying silver, when we're selling silver, or any other asset for that matter. You're unique, and so is silver. Silver, ironically, gets purchased a lot more when the price is going up. Silver investors tend to chase the price of silver, up, up, up. And that can be a big mistake. Rick Rule, a few years ago, I heard him say how ironic it is that when a lot of silver investors go to the grocery store, they'll buy a can of tuna fish or 2 or 3 cans of tuna fish when it's on sale, but they won't do the same thing with silver. They'll tend to buy as the price is going up, 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 and resist purchasing when it's on sale, when it's down. And that's where we have to apply discipline, right? What is discipline? Discipline is doing in the present moment what you had said in the past you would do, even though right now you don't feel like it. So you need to have a plan and you need to stick to that plan. Now you can pile in all at once into a silver investment. I don't recommend that. If the price goes up, you're going to feel like the smartest guy on the face of the earth. If a month after you put all your money at once into silver, it drops by $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 per ounce, you're going to be depressed, you're going to feel stupid, and you're going to regret having made that decision. What I might recommend is come up with a plan where once every, let's say, 2 or 3 months, you're going to put X amount of dollars into your silver investment. And then during that 2 and 3 month period, when the price drops, right, when there's a slump, and you're not going to get it perfect, don't expect yourself to be perfect, but when there's a couple days or a week when the price is down during that 2 to 3 month period, pull the trigger. Now that's when discipline comes in. Remember, the price is going to be down. You're not going to be feeling real warm and fuzzy about silver at that point. But when motivation fails you, discipline will not. Write that down. Do yourself a favor. I heard that a couple months ago, and I think that is one of the wisest sayings. That's a top 10 wise saying that you can add to your repertoire. Now, by little, getting into the silver market on a 2 to 3 month basis, you're going to avoid a big mistake of piling in and possibly having the price drop and feeling horrible. Give yourself some time, give yourself some leeway, knowing that you're not perfect and you don't have to be perfect. And I still have these 2 pro tips that I'm going to share with you, and trust me, they could change your financial life, have a big impact on where you sit 10, 20, 30 years from now. But first, I want to say thank you for joining me here in Ron's Basement. You know, I think about you when I walk down these steps. You're special. You're welcome here. It's me and you right now, okay? However, we are part of a larger group, and I'm glad you're here. Please leave a comment. If you enjoy my content, you can subscribe right here, give the video a thumbs up, share it with anyone you like. Now, let's move on to the pertinent information regarding when to buy and when to sell your silver. If you think it's time to buy, wait. If you think it's time to buy the second time, wait. The third time you think it's time to buy, that's when you can make a purchase. That's your first pro tip, especially if you're waiting for a dip, because things that are going down tend to continue to go down. Now, you're not going to get this perfect, but a former high-level executive at one of the top financial companies here in St. Louis, who was a very, very successful, still is, trader and investor, shared that with me. And I can tell you, I have not applied that perfectly over the years, but when I look back, and now as I'm getting later in my investment career, I am implementing that strategy. Wait. It always tends to be a non-losing proposition. We're going to get to the second pro tip in just 1 second, but there's one more important thing we need to talk about specifically when it comes to silver and gold, precious metals. Don't use money to buy precious metals that you reasonably think you may need in the next month or two. The reason why is that on the spread alone, meaning the difference between what the coin and bar dealers will sell you the product for and what they'll buy it back for, that alone will kill you. That will be a big nut for you to crack over a month or 2 month time period. So don't put money into precious metals that you think you're going to need in the near future. The second pro tip has to do with selling, because we will be faced with needing to sell either silver, gold, or maybe a stock or some other asset during our life. When it comes time to sell, let's say you've got a bunch of silver, the price has shot up, you want to kind of get a little money out of it, diversify a little bit. Think about selling a third of it, just a third, because if you sell it all, you're taking a big risk. If you sell just a third, you can sell that, get your money, and hope that you're wrong. Meaning you sell a third, you still have 2/3 of your investment. You hope that was a bad decision, because if the price continues to go up, you're still gaining value, making money. You got to remember that none of us are perfect. Literally, none of us has crystal balls, but we can do our best to minimize risk and protect ourselves, protect our families. And you know, this isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm a guy in St. Louis who has a passion for connecting with you and the markets and gold and silver. Until next time, you be well.